So the next app we're going to take a look at is Redcore. So our Redcore app is my favorite, and you shouldn't have favorites just like with your children. You should love them all the same, but Redcore is my favorite. So again, I'll use my search functionality here to find it a little bit faster. So I'll search for Redcore. Now Redcore, basically what this is instant content. This is content that's already been created for you, and the way it works is it updates once a week. So every Monday morning you'll get new content in these 6 different categories. And also every category, it will make a slide. It has some kind of motion, animation to it. So for instance, this week in history, holidays and seasonal are typically a full screen video. The others will have a video asset on the slides. So you get a tidbit of information. So in this case, this week in history in 1522, Magellan's expedition completed the first circumnavigation of the world. Didn't know that. I mean, I may remember that. I may have known that when I was in high school, perhaps, but I don't remember that. So again, you get little tidbits of information updated once a week for you automatically, and it really prepares you for Jeopardy. So
is this something that's already set, or can you make it pertinent to the department you're in? Like, can you get the history of like music, so it pops up like this is Beethoven's birthday, or something like that?
So these are set categories, but you don't need to play all the categories in your channel. So you can pick and choose which ones work for you, but you can't say the holidays need to be specific to music, or if you should only be music themed jokes or whatever it may be. They are set categories, but you don't have to use all 6 of them. You can just use one of them if you find they're important. You don't have to use any of them, to be honest, but I like them again because they're already designed for you. They require no maintenance. They update once a week, and you'll find out little things. So if it's the holidays, they'll either be like a normal holiday you've heard of, or some fun holidays, which isn't like necessarily a fun holiday, but so the National Day of Charity is this week. So again, you get little tidbits. The jokes, they're very punny. They're really innocent, but they're not always super funny. Elementary school kids love them now. College kids, I don't know. It's like, why did the banana go to the doctor? Because it was not peeling well. So very punny. But they're not going to be scandalous, gross, dirty, or whatever. They're like dad jokes, really. So again, you have these 6 different categories of content to choose from. They update every Monday morning. So when you come in the morning on Monday, you'll have new content in these categories. To add these to your screens for rotation and playback, you would go into Channels HD, and you would find your channel. So instead of clicking on Manage, like you do usually to add content into your channel, is you would click on the channel name. And you'll see the devices are playing this channel, but you'll also see down below here, Enable Redcore. And then from here, you can choose the category or categories you want to play. So again, you're not bound by all 6 categories. You can pick what you would like. So maybe some more, more serious, informative content. Maybe we'll do This Week in History, Quote of the Week, Word of the Week in this channel. And then we can pick our schedule, either groupings, percentage, or sequence. So groupings will lump all your in-house content together, and all your Redcore content separately. So they're more segregated, I guess you could say, they're going to play separately in bulk. Percentage I see utilized most often. So basically this is making weighting it out. So how much Redcore content to in-house content? The typical ratio or percentage I see utilized is going to be between 10 and 20% Redcore content to 80 to 90% in-house content. That way you get a sprinkling of Redcore, but the bulk of your content you're seeing in playback is still your relevant in-house content. Because you don't want to get oversaturated with that content. Even though I love it, it's my favorite app, it's not all your science is about. It's more kind of fun, place filler content. And then sequences is more equal to every other. So one in-house campaign, one Redcore campaign. Another in-house campaign, another Redcore campaign. So each category is its own campaign. So if we did every other, it would be in-house, then This Week in History. Another in-house campaign, Quote of the Week. Another in-house campaign, Word of the Week, and so on. So that's Redcore. Again, you don't need to use it, but I find it to be a benefit because once you set it, you can forget it. It requires no ongoing maintenance. It updates every Monday morning, and you'll get new little tidbits, new little fun content. So are there any questions on REDCore?
No.
One limitation of this, though, is it's only for landscape screens. So if you have a portrait screen, this is not going to work on those. So I don't know if you guys have many portrait screens in your deployment, to be honest, but if you do, this app would not work for those.